welcome back to my channel. My name's Lisa Jane, and in today's video I thought I would do a book haul. I've not bought as many books, however this might seem quite a lot to some people. So I've bought some books in June and some books in July. So I just thought I'd show you what I've bought basically. So in June it was, I think if I'm right, it was the release of the third book in the Crescent City series, which is House of Flame and Shadow on paperback. I've been waiting for this for a while. As you may have seen, I am in the middle of the Throne of Glass series at the moment, so I haven't got round to this series. But I do also have the other paperbacks, which are House of Earth and Blood. I'll just quickly show you. House of Earth and Blood and House of Sky and Breath, not breadth. So I'm really looking forward to getting into these. These are chunky books, but now I've got the complete series, I can start them as soon as I finish the Throne of Glass read. So yeah, that was the first book in June. And then I also bought, you may have seen this on a reading vlog recently. I'm trying to think. Yeah, it would have been recently that it was out. This is The Coven by Harper L. Woods. I had never seen this book before. I've never read from this author. I really enjoyed it. I will be continuing with the series. This, I think I rated it 3.5 stars. It's like dark academia, and it's set in a university where there's magic and witches. So it was right up my alley. But yeah, this was a book I bought in June and pretty much read it. I think it was at the back end of June going into July. So yeah, that was another one. And then another two books I bought in June, these are the last ones I bought in June, is well, it's like a duology at the minute. I don't know if there's going to be any more, but they are Dishonestly Yours and Destructively Mine, and this is by Krista and Becca Ritchie. I've not read anything by these authors before, so these are new to me, but I really liked the sound of it when I read the back. So it's just about the Graves and the Tinrock families, and they live life from one con to the next. Phoebe Graves has grown up in a world where stealing and seducing are as natural as breathing. When a job goes horribly wrong, though she and her best friend Hayley Tinrock decide to leave their life of crime behind, they head to a small college town in Connecticut to start anew. But Hayley's older brother Rocky catches wind of their plans and refuses to let them do this alone. So that's the first one, and then obviously we will go on to the next. But yeah, so they were another two books I bought in June. Then we move on to July. So in July I bought 7 books in July. The latest one that I've bought is Nightshade by Autumn Woods. There are a couple of different covers for this. I know the works have got a sprayed edge and it's like two people on the cover. I actually preferred this cover. I bought this off Amazon. You can see the foiling on there. This is really an anticipated read for me, so I can't wait to get round to it. This is another dark academia university setting, so it's something that I'm like really wanting to read at the moment. So yeah, that's going to be one of me, probably a read over the summer holidays, if I'm honest. Then we have another fantasy. I've heard some things about this. I don't know. I think there's been mixed reviews maybe. This is by Catherine Doyle and it's The Dagger and the Flame, and it's got the sprayed edges. This was from the works. But this is about shade magic is a dark commodity controlled by two enemy guilds, the Cloaks and the Daggers, the Thieves and the Assassins. On the night of a mother's murder, 18-year-old Seraphine seeks sanctuary with the Cloaks, a heart set on revenge. but nothing can prepare Sarah for the moment she comes face to face with Ransom, heir to the Order of Daggers, and Ransom is shocked to discover that his unassuming farm girl wields a strange and blazing magic he has never seen before, and it says it's a fiery, enemies to lovers romantasy. If you've read this book, let me know what you think. I'd love to know people's thoughts on these books, if they've read them, without obviously spoiling anything. Then, moving on, we have got a trilogy. Now, last year, this is a small little tale I'm going to go on. Last year, I visited 66 Books, and I picked up, I just saw it basically lying on one of the tables. There's no order in there whatsoever. It's fabulous. If you've got the chance to go, I really recommend it. It's just a book lover's dream to go in there. But there was a table, and I remember seeing this book on the table, and it was a fantasy book, and I thought, oh, I fancy that. And I picked it up, and at that point, I'd only been reading a few months, and I wasn't sure on different worlds and books following each other in series. So I just picked this book up, and then when I got it home, I realised that there's actually a series before it that would be better to read for that one to make sense. So that's one that's been sat on my shelf for quite a while, and that is The Dance of Thieves by Mary E. Pearson. And I found out that The Remnant Chronicles, which is the trilogy I'm going to show you now, was the books to read before that one I've bought. So I had a look on Vinted. Vinted is amazing, and I got all 3 books for £4, which is an absolute steal. They're excellent condition. So we've got the first one, which is Kiss of Deception. We've got, I'm not sure which order these go in. I don't know if it's got it on it. But we've got The Beauty of Darkness, and we've got The Heart of Betrayal. Like I say, I'm not sure of the order. I know The Kiss of Deception is definitely the first book, though. This book says, in a society steeped in tradition, Princess Leia's life follows a preordained course. As first daughter, she is expected to have the revered gift of sight, which she doesn't, and to happily marry a prince she has never met, which she won't. On the morning of her wedding, Leia flees to a distant village. She settles into her new life, hopeful when 2 mysterious and handsome strangers arrive, and unaware that one is the prince she was meant to marry, and the other an assassin sent to kill her. As deceptions swirl, Leia finds herself on the brink of unlocking perilous secrets that may unravel her world, even as she begins falling in love. So, this sounds really good. I can't wait to read this one. So yeah, I got all 3 books, like I say, which is an absolute bargain for £4 off Vinted. And then we have next, we have Trust Me Always by Megan Brandy. I have read, I can't think what it was called, Say You Swear. I read Say You Swear about a couple of months ago now, I want to say, and I really enjoyed it. I think I give it over 4 stars if I remember. It was definitely a 4+ star book for me. I've got Promise Me Not waiting on my book cart trolley to read, and then this one has recently come out, I think. I can't remember when, but I literally picked it up. I'm just trying to see. This was published, just says 2025. But yeah, this is recently come out anyway, and this is book 3 in that series. So I'm not going to read the back because I don't want to spoil it for myself. But I've got Promise Me Not to read next. And then the last one that I bought in July is Rewitched by Lucy Jane Wood. I saw this book all over YouTube last year, and I think it was over on TikTok as well. It was really popular, and I just thought with the, well, I dare say it, the autumn is going to be coming in the next couple of months, so I fancied adding this to my book cart for the season of autumn. But this is about Belladonna Blackthorne. Hasn't lost her magical spark, but she hasn't seen it in a while either. Balancing work at her beloved London bookshop, Luna Books, with handling her toxic boss and concealing her witchcraft from those around her, Belle is burnt out. Perfecting the potential of her magic is the last thing on her mind. But when her 30th birthday brings 30th birthday brings a summons from her coven and a trial that tests her worthiness as a witch, Belle risks losing her magic forever. With only a month to fix things and a suspicion that dark forces may be working against her, Belle will need all the help she can get, from the woman in her life, from an unlikely mentor figure, and even from an infuriating coven watchman who's sworn to protect her. So it's just such a lovely cover as well. I love all these foil bits. Yeah. So that was it. So in June and July, I bought 11 books in total. Like I say, that might seem excessive to some people. I'm trying to be really aware of how much I'm buying now. So I've tried to calm it down a little bit. I think book buying and reading books is totally different hobbies, I've got to be honest. I am going to 66 books again in August, so I'll be trying to vlog some of that as well to show you, and obviously I'll do another book haul then. But really I'm trying to now not buy any books in between. Whether that happens or not, I'm really going to try them and make a conscious effort, because I think my to be read books stands at, I think it's about 140 books to be read, which is quite insane considering I only started reading in March last year, 2024. So I feel like I really need to be careful. I obviously, I've got some savings and I'm sort of not putting limits on myself while I'm there, because I'm going that it's quite a distance from where I live. So I don't want to be saying I can't have books. If I see something, I'm going to get it. But then I think after that, I really need to be like not buying as many and trying to get through my TBRs a bit more. I might even do a TBR takedown series to start getting them off the cart and the bookshelf. The aim is, just quickly going on a ramble, the aim is to change our upstairs area eventually next year. It's going to take a while to do that though, so it's not coming anytime soon, but then I'll be able to put more bookshelves in and I'll be able to display things better, because it's the bookshelf downstairs in the dining room where we've currently got it, it's becoming quite packed with books and you can't see them the same, and that's not how I like to display them. So that's a little ramble for you. I know this is only a short one. I just wanted to show you the books I'd bought in June and July. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you've read any. Let me know what books you've bought as well, because I always say this on all my videos. It's not a one-way. I don't want this to be a one-way thing. I want to interact with people. If you've been good enough to subscribe or you're watching these videos, I truly appreciate it, and I would love to interact with you and know what you're reading. It works both ways. So with that being said, please hit the subscribe button if you haven't, because I'm hoping to do so much more on this channel, and I feel like I'm starting to become more comfortable in front of the screen. And yeah, I just want to thank you all for being here, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.